Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through traffic management, guys. So how we can reduce the traffic is the goal, right? Yes. So that is what we'll be discussing. So here in this, we are having seven different options, you can say. Okay, so these are regulations. Okay, so these are the steps, you can say, guys. So the first is intimating the speed limits, like giving a speed limit, restricting some turning movements, one way streets, tidal flow operation of major roads, priority for high occupancy vehicles HOV, and parking control, closing side streets. So these are all the seven steps which can be done in groups or solely to reduce the traffic, guys. Okay, yes. So let us start. So we'll be discussing about the first three types in this lecture and next four types in the next lecture, guys. Okay, yes. So the first type is nothing but speed limit, guys. Okay, I think this exact word we are using this third or fourth time, right, in this whole subject, right? Yes. So speed limit is nothing but the maximum speed at which a vehicle can be traveling, right? Yes. So speed limit can be divided into two types, guys. So the first type is nothing but absolute speed limit, and the second type is nothing but prima speed limit. Okay, so absolute, from the name only you can say, so that is the maximum speed which a person can travel. If he is overtaking or overloading that, sorry, if he is excessing that speed, a police can book a case on him, guys. So that is absolute speed time. So this is that speed limit above which it is illegal to drive un irrespective of traffic. So even though there is no traffic, you should not travel over that speed. So that is absolute speed limit. So roadway or weather condition, police can book a case if a speed limit is exceeded. Okay, yes. So now let us go through prima facie speed limit. Okay, yes. So this limit is for some kind of vehicles, you can say, guys. So this is a speed limit above which motorists like motorcycles are assumed to break the law. So only motorcycles can break the law. However, they may agree in court that their speed was safe for the condition prevailing at that time. So basically there is some emergency for them, so in that situation they can exceed that speed. So that is nothing but a prima facie speed limit. Okay, yes. So now I hope everyone got some idea about the speed limit, right? Yes. So these are some factors which we consider while creating that speed limit. So basically you cannot say blindly that this road is so good, let us give 100 kilometers per hour, right? Like that, right? Yes. So we'll be considering multiple parameters. So those parameters are design speed, so basically design of that particular road, okay, and privilege vehicles, okay. Similarly the curvature, so if it is a curve, the road is a bit curvature, so that curve will also be considered. Similarly gradient, okay. Similarly traffic volume, so how much traffic is there. Similarly the accident history, so basically are there any accidents or it is a 100% safe place, in that way. So similarly with the pedestrians and parking factors also, so basically will there be any pedestrians walking on that road or someone might park on that particular road, so you'll be checking them also. Similarly traffic control devices, etc. Okay, so based on all these parameters you will be deciding the speed, guys. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea. So now let us go through the second method, that is nothing but a restriction turn movements, guys. So in simple words you can say you are only avoiding the right turn, guys, because you can take free left, right, but there is no free right. Obviously there could be a collision with multiple members, right? Yes. So that is the reason why we always try to restrict the turning of a right movement. Okay, yes. I think most of the places this is not yet following, because most of the places are now using traffic lights and all those things, so there is no need of this. So if you are using proper traffic lights and all those things, there is no need of right turns, avoiding right turns, guys. Okay, yes. So let us go through it. So congestion and accidents caused by right turning vehicles at a signal controlled intersection are just solved by inserting an extra phase or early cut off and late start arrangement of a single cycle. Guys, don't confuse with these words, I'll be explaining you with an example, so don't worry. Okay, yes. So in some instances it may be preferred to ban right turn vehicles at critical understanding critical intersections during all parts of the day. Okay, yes. So these are things you might be observing rarely, guys. I saw at one place. Okay, yes. So basically the thing is that you can avoid a right turn, guys. So you might be thinking that okay, how, your question will be there, right? Yes. So I'll be drawing an example here. Okay, so assume that this is the sector, you can say this is one more, this is one more, and this is one more. Okay, and this is one more, and this is one more. So you are from here, right? Yes. So you want to go this way towards the right. Okay, but this right movement is restricted here. Why? Because it is a four-way junction, right? Yes. So in this situation you will go a bit forward, and here you will be taking the right turn. Assume that here there is no more road, this is the dead end, assume in that way. So in this situation you can go there and you can come back, right? So you can go straight. So here you indirectly avoided this right turn, right? Yes. So this way, in this way, guys. Okay, so even if you ask me how can in reality how there could not be dead ends, so how can we do it, right? So you might be having a doubt. So in that situation assume in this way, guys. Okay, okay, so assume that this is one place, okay, and this is the other place. Okay, okay, yes, and you want to move from here to here. So this is your position and this you want to come here. So in this situation, and here the road is continued, guys. Okay, so there are buildings and there are also buildings. So here you are having a divider, so you can just come this side. Okay, yes, so here you will be starting here, here you will be taking this turn and you will be coming. So here this is not a four junction, whereas here it is a four junction, right? Yes. So here there is a restriction that there could be a chance of accident or anything, but here if it is not a four junction there will be no issue, right? Yes. So in this way you will be avoiding the things, guys. So here we gave three examples. That is a simple diversion. So you need just to go like this, but you went forward and you rotated and you came here, right? Yes. So this is a simple diversion. Okay, so similarly G diversion. Okay, so you want to go in this way, right? But you recognized it previously only. Okay, so let me turn here only to the left, and then I'll be taking a right turn, and then I'll be taking a left turn. So at the end I'll be reaching to the same place. So here you are doing before, so it is called as a G turn. If you are doing at the exact time, that is called a simple diversion. If you are rotating around yourself, it is indirectly called as Q turn. So if you observe here, you want to go in this way, but you went straight, you rotated and you came straightly. So that is nothing but a Q turn. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea with these things, right? Yes. So let us continue with the one-way streets. So from the name only you can say, so basically these streets are allowed only to one-way direction of flow of traffic. Okay, so one of the method to reduce a congestion and to ensure a smooth flow of traffic is by implementing the one-way streets. Okay, so the various types of implementations are merging conflicts, crossing and diverging. Okay, so by implementing one-way streets, we can reduce various conflicts which could happen, guys. Okay, so here in our book there is a small example, guys. So this is a four junction. Okay, and there are all possible vehicles coming. So here we give everyone as two lanes. Okay, so two-way route. Okay, yes. So in this situation, this vehicle can go straight, this vehicle can turn in that way, so this vehicle can turn in this way. So it is having three different options. Similarly, you draw for all, and please make sure that the incoming is the outgoing is for this line, the outgoing is this only, and incoming is this only. So try to connect each and every one. So in that situation, all the connected dots, you just mark them, guys. So wherever they are colliding, the lines are intersecting. So you'll be getting a total of 24 conflicts, you can say. Okay, yes. So if you make any one of the lane as a one laner, so here we are saying this line will only accept the data, or it will only forward. So in that situation, we reduced the conflicts to 11. So in this way, the reduction of the lanes or making a two lane into a one lane will help, guys. Okay, yes. So that is the only reason why the most of the popular places will have only one lanes. Okay, yes. Okay, sorry, if we make all the lanes as one way, so basically these both lanes in this way, these both lanes in that way. So in this situation we are having 6 conflicts, guys. Okay, yes. So now let us go through some advantages and disadvantages by using this one-way streets, guys. Okay, so it increases in the speed of a vehicle, so you can go smoothly without any obstacles in coming opposite to you. Similarly, greater capacity to accomplish the traffic. So basically more vehicles can travel in the same road, because previously it was a two-way and now it is a one-way, right? Yes. So more vehicles can go. Okay, similarly improved pedestrian movements also. So basically the people can also go smoothly. Okay, similarly reducing the accidents, because there is no opposite, so there could be back on back collisions but not head on head. Okay, similarly reducing the delay of signals, as fewer signals phases are needed. So basically everyone will be going in the straight way or just rotating, so there will be no issues of signals also here. Similarly, left turning lanes are not needed. improvement of a driver field of vision. Okay, so the disadvantages are increasing the length, increasing trip length, as vehicles may have to travel longer distance. So in your locality there could be some one ways, right? So while going into to along the path it's fine, but if you want to come in the opposite direction it will be a huge job, guys, because you need to rotate around it, right? Yes. Okay, so that is an example. Okay, so that's one of the disadvantage. Okay, similarly there will be less turnings and movements for vehicles. Okay, so there will be very less turnings, so there will be, your options will reduce, guys. That is what we are trying to say. Okay, similarly additional traffic signs boards are required. Okay, yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea on this. So till now we discussed 3 different methods. Okay, so in the next lecture we'll be discussing about a tridal for operation, and then we'll be continuing with the rest of the things. Okay, yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you, thanks for watching.